And this is the last ancestor altar that I'm going to present. And this is basically the ancestor altar that I rock with right now. Um, as you saw, my ancestors, my altar, ancestor altar, basically is evolving, and it has continued to evolve. So this is the one that I rock with right now, and this is all a play on KAMTA, black cloth. All right. Now remember, KAMTA is the black lands, so it's all a play on black, all a play on black. With this ancestor altar again, we use seashells. All right. Okay, so like I said, and similar to that, again, I put down my list of ancestors. I put down my crucifix or so. Now, because this ancestor altar, it plays on the whole thing of black, I also include on there images of a mother, an elder mother, whom I call mama, and your papa, or an auntie and an uncle. All right. And basically what they symbolize are those escaped slaves who who responsible for keeping this tradition going. All right. Then I add the pictures or the photos. Yeah, this right here is my favorite altar, people. This is one of my favorite. I shouldn't say my favorite, but it's one of my favorite altars. And if you do a little bit of research, you'll see that this is what our ancestors, one of the altars that our ancestors used here in the United States. Again, there's my coffee. This is my candle. Cigars, rum, items ancestors enjoyed. All right, so as you can see, this is basically it. Like I said, there's only 2 rules that you really have to abide by, and those rules are, like I said, never put a picture of or image of a living person on the ancestral altar. And the second rule is to don't let your ancestor altar, show any signs of decay. So that being said, you see this. I don't put incense on my ancestor altar. The reason I don't do it is because the ashes that fall all on my ancestor altar, I got to go ahead and I have to clean that up. All right, and that right there, in my mind, that's a sign of decay. I don't put flowers on this altar. again, that's just a personal preference. It's not that I don't. It's not that I don't offer my ancestors flowers if they, if they ask for it. It's just that I don't like to put flowers on there because when the petals get to falling and they fall all over the place, again, that's another sign of decay. Any kind of sign of decay, I do not put on here. Because this is a mock ancestor altar, it's not an actual real ancestor altar. That's the reason why you see the glasses, the water it's not completely full. But actually on my ancestor altar or my real ancestor altar, the glasses are always full. All right. Again, and the reason why is because when you have the water is depleted or depleting and what have you, especially if it starts getting cloudy and everything, that's a sign of decay, And the one thing a lot of people don't tell you when you get to working or when you get to honoring your ancestors is that, yes, it is true, you become an ambassador for your family, but you also become like a beacon for all spirits. All right, you become you become almost like a lighthouse, and a lighthouse in a storm. And when you see spirits, they start to see, oh, okay, well, hey, this individual, they're open, they can see, or they can hear, or they're honoring their ancestors, and in the case, everything is, they basically go ahead, you'll have all these different types of spirits that might come to you. All right. So you don't want, and like I said, they come to you, they want to help, they want to assist you, because by assisting you, they also are able to be assisted. All right. So when that happens, you don't want any sign of decay on your ancestor altar. And that's part of the reason why, like I said, I don't put incense on here. I don't put flowers on here or any of that. Incense I usually keep on the floor. All right. If I burn incense, I'm burning on the floor. I also keep maybe like a little basin or a cup or like a bowl of, colognes, and, not just Florida water, but a lot of colognes. Back in the day, a lot of the spirits, that's one of the things that was a offering that they enjoyed. They really enjoyed having a lot of colognes, a lot of perfumes. Nowadays, people just they just put Florida water on there. Okay, Florida water is just one of the colognes that you should be honoring and offering to your ancestors and spirit guides. All right. Let's see, what else was I going to tell you? So again, this is all a play on KAMTA. This is all a play on the term KAMTA and on the whole idea of it being a spiritual realm. Now, as I started to say in the beginning, during slavery, I'm trying to think. I forgot what the actual time period was, what year all this basically takes place. But basically during slavery, like I said, after, I think it was like the Second Great Awakening, that's when a lot of the slave owners, they pretty much started putting, clamping down, and didn't want people to, didn't want, African descendants to honor, to do anything with their own religion or what have you. So people used to run to the, the groves, and run out in the fields and all that, and, run in and basically they would worship in secret. And that's what this symbolizes. All right. And like I said, these two, they symbolize those descendants within our bloodline that kept that tradition. All right. You're interested in honoring your ancestors mainly because of these two individuals. And it's time to recognize that. It's time to honor them. All right. So That's the whole purpose of this. You know, that's what this is about. It plays on the camp. It plays like again on KAMTA. It plays on that whole, you know, secret grove, the whole worshiping or stole away to see Jesus type of deal. This is what that is. This is what that's doing. All right. This is all part of our tradition. This is all part of our culture. All right. The other thing I was going to mention is that whenever I need some assistance, all right, whenever I need some assistance, or whenever I'm going to honor them, and I need to talk to them, and I need them to help me with some things. For the most part, what I would do is I would say maybe like the Lord's Prayer, or maybe I'll say Psalms 23rd. I know a lot of people, they probably feel, you know, kind of funny about that, but that's just really how some of my ancestor spirits, that's what they respond to. All right. And like I said, we have to get over that whole idea of throwing out the bathwater, you know, the baby with the bathwater. And we have to accept certain things. That's what they work with. Okay. So whenever I do that, I'll go ahead and I will say Psalms 23rd, or maybe I'll say the Lord's Prayer or so. And then after I do that, after I've said all that, then I'll say, you know, simple prayer, and you can use your own words, but this is just a little simple prayer that I would use. I say, you know, thank you. This is to my ancestors, known and unknown. Thank you for protecting my family members. Thank you for resolving conflict within the family. Thank you for blessing us in overcoming any substance abuses. Thank you for blessing us in overcoming obsession. Thank you for blessing our family with abundance and wealth. Thank you for blessing our family to have good and strong health. Thank you for forgiving me for any breach of ethics and morality, you know, and I offer this to you. All right. And I offer fruit. My ancestors, or, you know, let me rephrase that. Ancestral spirits, they enjoy things that they used to have. So fruit is one. Fruit is like a real common offering, but any kind of food that they enjoy, that's basically what you offer them. All right. And like I said, you know, that's pretty much it. All right. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop me a line. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully this it gave you a little bit of insight, and it is going to help you on your spiritual journey. Again, like I said, if you got any questions, drop me a line. And also, thanks again for your support. Thanks for sharing my videos. It really is very supportive to see that there's a lot of interest in this in regards to our ancestral way. All right, until next time, thanks again. Hatchapu, peace.